All right, collectors, here we are again. Boy, oh boy, we just finished the Mac show, and I hope a lot of you had a chance to see the video that we put up. I think we talked to a lot of people and saw a lot of items, and so far from the reports we got, most people seem to enjoy it, but there's nothing like being at the show. So many of you aren't able to get there, which I understand if you live a long distance away, and it is kind of expensive to go between the hotels and the food bills and all that. But anyhow, we were there, and we had a really wonderful time, and it was a very, very successful show. One of the best Maxes that I can remember in a long time. It just it went like clockwork. We bought a lot of stuff, and we sold a lot of stuff, and everybody was so nice. Lots of new collectors there, which that always makes me feel good. A lot of them came over and said they came to the show because they watch our videos, so I appreciate that. So we're going to do video number 145. Is that right, Ab?
That's right, 145.
Yeah, 145, and we're going to show the purchases that I made at the Mac show, and then we'll follow this up with another video, which will have our standard unboxing, which will be in another week or so. So okay, that sounds good to me. So I think we need a drink, Ob.
Yeah.
How do you think, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll get started here.
Too early for you?
What's that, too early?
Yeah.
Well, it's always too early, you know, we always say that, but I'm kind of thirsty here this morning, and I think a little bit of Imperial will go very well. I hope. Let's see now. Here we go. We got our carafe here all set. We'll pour a little first one here. Not too big, just enough to get going a little bit. I know you like a big one, so I'm not going to worry about it. So that's that, and a little wham in there to cut it a bit. Yeah, nothing but the best Imperial. Somebody wrote me an email yesterday that they were successful in finding a bottle of Imperial in the UK. Boy, that's really that's amazing.
Imported.
Yeah, probably cost a fortune too. And the guy said that he didn't see what all the complaining about was, because he thought it was a pretty good rot gut. So there we go. So I guess I'm not the only one in the world that likes Imperial. All right, Ob. All right, here's all to you guys, and and well, that will get started. I had somebody sent me a picture here. This man is Mr. Mark Hall, and we did some business at the Mac show. And when I was outside, he said, "How about, can we get a picture together?" I said, "Sure," and he sent it to me. So there you go. I hope some of the other people that we took pictures of will send them in too, and we'll be glad to show you. You can see he looks like a pretty happy guy, so he enjoyed the show.
We'll put
You think Abby looks happy, doesn't he? Yeah, sure. He does, yeah. I don't know why everybody's always much bigger than me, but that's the way it is, I guess.
Because you're not that big.
They must be standing on something. That's what does it, yeah. Well, I don't know. And then another thing that I thought was kind of interesting, my good friend Andrew Gates in England works with a couple over there that are collectors. These people are Martin and Sylvia Rea, R-E-A-Y. I think that's how you pronounce it, and forgive me if I mispronounced it. But he said it was so amazing that he was meeting up with Martin and Sylvia last week, and Sylvia was talking about the casting flaw on the Eichhorn Bandschutz crossguards. So there you go. Now that, how many women would even care about something like that, let alone ask Andrew about it? So he was so amazed at that he wrote me and asked if we'd give a shout out to Martin and Sylvia. So there you go, guys. You must be really ardent collectors if Sylvia's worried about that casting flaw. I like that. So here's to you. Yeah, a lot of girls are interested in this stuff anymore too. So which is a good thing. So I thought what I would do first, guys, I'll show you the, well, yeah, let's look at this is the nice Max program for this year. These are always fun to get. They have all the names and addresses and phone numbers of the people that attended the show, as well as some photographs from last year's show. I'll just give you a quick whip through here, and you can get an idea of what they look like. It's a very nice booklet with lots of good ads, and this is a good buy here for Bill Combs. Bill was the manager for the show for many years and decided to retire from it, and now it's being handled by Brian Coates, who's doing an excellent job too. But the program brings you up to date on everything. Oh, there's a pretty good ad in there. I wonder who put that one in. But you know, these are fun to look through, and like I say, there's all the layout of the show with all the names and all. And there's also pictures of last year's show that are fun. But you can get one of these programs if you write to OVMS. You can get them up on the email. Just Google OVMS and you'll be able to. I think they're $5 or $6, and they're worthwhile to look at. So, okay. That being said, I think we should get down to a little business here, and I'll show you some of the things that I bought. Maybe I'll start with these first. This is something that you don't see very often. This is a beautiful linen table napkin, and it comes from Ribbentrop's table. Joachim Ribbentrop was the head diplomat in Third Reich Germany, and of course they wanted to have a nice table when ambassadors from other countries and important people visited. So this work is all hand embroidered into the linen, which shows a political legal position over the world. So I was lucky I was able to buy 3 of those at the show, and to my memory, I think I've only had one of them in the past. So they're quite rare items.
Definitely rare.
Yeah, they're quite rare. So that's that, and we'll get to some daggers. I bought a nice army dagger here. It's really in good condition with silvered fittings. It's an early piece. It's not been cleaned. Nice portapee on it. And this piece is made by Horster. Look at the back and all. And it has a full mint blade on it. And it's a nickel plated blade also. Really high quality. So I like that a lot. And
Who'd you say it was, Horster?
Yeah, see you get that up.
Yeah.
You know, something else that's interesting while we're on Horster pieces, a lot of people may not know that usually when you take the pommel off of a Horster dagger, and the crossguard too, you'll see an H inside. maybe some of you collectors don't know that, and
I don't think I knew that.
well, let's hope there's an H in here.
Yeah.
Usually there is, but let's see here. We'll take it off, and maybe everybody will kind of like that. Yeah, it's if you can get it in there, Rob.
Let me see it.
It is there.
What am I looking for here?
Just an H letter.
Where? By the hole, or?
You see it?
No.
Kind of hard to see.
Well,
You got it?
I think so, but I don't know what I'm looking at, so. Okay.
You did get it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't jump out.
No, it doesn't jump out, but it's there. And there's also, I may as well, as long as I'm at it here, if I can get this off without wrecking the nut tie. This one's kind of stuck here.
Bang it with the... There you go.
No, it doesn't want to come off, but take my word for it, guys. There's an H inside of the crossguard too, and that's something that if you have a holster dagger and you look at that, then you certainly know it's not one that's comprised of parts put together, you know. So I think that's a neat little thing.
I've never heard of that. Been doing this
Never
a long
heard of
time.
that?
Never heard of that.
Yeah, it's an old trick. I've known that for years. I guess I never mentioned it to you.
Now every holster I shoot, I'm going to have to take the pommel off to get the H.
Yep. So that's kind of fun, you know, when you see that, guys. Let's see. I think I shall get a denobly here. Can't go too long without a little nicotine. Ah, yeah, that drink's good. I hope you got that H, Hob. If you didn't, we'll have to look at the video and take it again or something, but because I want guys to see that.
Or I could take some still shots.
Yeah.
Blow them up.
Yeah. And then I could maybe show you the crossguard too, if I can get that off. Okay, that's one down.
Is that just on the army dagger?
What's that?
Just on the army dagger?
As far as I know, yeah, I've never seen it on Luftwaffe pieces.
Okay.
This is a very, very nice later SA. It has terrific nickel-plated fittings and a very nice grip with the aluminum eagle, and the brown paint is really exceptional. It's a nice shade. It's a little lighter than they normally are. I like it a lot.
Yeah, but it's in good condition.
It is.
Typical of the late
Got a nice strap on it, and I'll show you the blade too. It's quite good.
Yeah, let's see.
Really a dark motto, and
Very good.
yeah. And this one is a WKC RCM M742. I had to buy that dagger just because the condition is so great on it. And I like those real dark mottos that jump out.
And the grip's got a lot of character to it too.
It does. It's nice. So that's a real decent piece.
Yeah, it's a solid piece there.
Yeah. Okay, another SA that I bought. It's never been cleaned, as you can see. This is a pack piece. You can almost tell that from the cross guards and the grip. Pack pieces seem to run, the guards are a little straighter than most. And it has decent anodizing, not perfect, but it's still pretty good. And the blade is okay. It's not terrific. But the reason I bought the dagger is because it's a partial. See that? Just the name has been taken out of the Rohm inscription. And I like those kind of things, you know. Guys like them. You could collect a completely ground off one. You could collect a factory redone one, and collect one that just has the name taken out of it. And then if you get really lucky, you'll get a full one. And then you can have a whole set of Rohms, and that would be interesting, especially if you had the same manufacturer for them all. So that's kind of a cool thing. See what else we got here. I guess speaking of Rohms, I'll show you one here. We bought this dagger right before the show, but you haven't seen it yet, so I thought I would let you look at it. It's really a beautiful outside. The grip is sensational. This is a Sewell dagger with the walnut grip and the varnish on it, and the anodizing on the scabbard is really, really great too. All the anodizing is there, and most of the protective lacquer is there too. This one has a group of mark of Saxon SA, and then has a nice blade. But the best part about it is
wait, let me see the blade first. Okay. Go ahead.
The best part is it's a full Rohm, and JP Sauer full Rohms are not something you see very often.
You don't see that.
And they're especially nice if you have a couple of Sauer pistols and put that next to it. So that's a pretty nice dagger. The blade's not mint, but it's pretty nice. At least there's no rust on it or flaws or anything.
It's not the greatest one ever, but it's very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus that maker is this one.
The maker you just don't see.
Yeah.
I've had I think maybe one or two Saurs. I've had a couple of Hainels before. I don't think I've ever had a Wilhelm Kober. Those are the three Sewell makers, but since the other two made them, I would assume Kober did too. So there you go. That's a nice thing. You're not gonna see every day. That's for sure. And then I bought a really nice bayonet. It's got a mint hilt, beautiful plating all over the hilt, a nice deep brown frog, and the scabbard is decent. The paint's not bad, kind of worn on the back a bit, but I noticed the frog is stamped 28. I don't know what that means, but then we'll look at the blade, and you see, oh, it's the 3219 Eichhorn etch, which is the most common etch that Eichhorn produced. In very nice shape. See the frosting and all?
Great shape.
But then what's really great about it, ta-da! It's a double etched, and it comes from a reconnaissance group. I've never seen that etch before, and I feel that that's a rare piece.
Yeah, we were lucky to get that at the show.
Yeah.
I remember this piece. Look at that there. That's a cracker.
Yeah, that's I mean, you don't see a lot of reconnaissance etch bayonets, let alone an Eichhorn double etch. So that's got to really appeal to somebody, I would think. Okay, guys. I guess to break up the monotony a little bit, I'll show you a couple of armbands I bought. This first armband is an SS Greatcoat example, and you say, well, how can it be SS? There's no lines on it, but they wore them this way with the greatcoat, and then fortunately, it's got the original tag on it, the SS tag.
Mint too. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's really really a nice armband. Got one tiny little moth there,
Oh, forget it. Throw
but
it
that's
out.
in the back.
Yeah,
It's
throw
not-
it out. It's
Yeah,
no good.
throw it out, no good. Yeah. And then this other armband I really like a lot. It's an SS example where they stamped it right over the field and into the material. I don't know what all this says, but I guess it's the area where this group came from. And the armband is in absolute mint condition. Doesn't even look like it was issued. And it's also got a tag inside there. I like that number 2 rubber stamp. That's pretty cool. Never seen one like that. It's neat. And this is also in full mint condition. Very, very beautiful example. And with the stamping, that makes it even more interesting. So that's a goodie there. And we'll go back to the daggers. And this example I bought. It's a nice Alcozo. It's personalized too, with the man's name on the reverse of it.
What's that say, Pop?
Well, let's see. It says H. Dahnert. D-E-H-N-E-R-T. H. Dahnert.
It's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's nicely done with a nice Alcozo scabbard and so forth. And the blade is interesting too because it has a distributor
Yeah.
on the obverse. William Gunther from Dresden. And then on the reverse is the Alcozo trademark. This is the earlier mark. So this is a nice piece.
Can I see the trademark? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a nice piece, that.
Yeah, it's not a common name, so I would think that could be researched. Got that, Ub?
Got it.
All right, good. Okay, and let's see what we got next here. Nice, nice naval dagger, an acorn piece. Beautiful anodizing or gilding on it. Just one spot here. The rest of the gilding is just about 100%, I would think. Same with the pommel and the crossguard. You just don't see them that nice.
Who's the maker on that?
Acorn.
Acorn.
And then on the reverse, the scabbard's perfect on the reverse. All of the gilts there, and all the gilts are on the fittings here. Nice grip.
Too bad you can't spin the rings.
Yeah. And let's see what the blade looks like on this baby. Yeah, there you go, guys. Full mint. Fouled anchor type.
Pretty much a standard navy, but still nice.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. I think I need another drink, Ob.
You have my permission.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
There you go, Pop.
Got that one, Ob?
Yep.
Okay. That's not a bad piece, huh?
Yeah, nice piece.
No. And I got another one here. Another naval that's really got tremendous gilding. Look at that.
Yeah, that's something.
That's
But that
like,
really jumps, doesn't it?
like brand new. Beautiful thing. Beautiful gilt to the eagle.
Almost looks like a changeover.
No, I don't think it is, but it is something that's could be made by distributor parts or whatever, because it's an unmarked plain blade. There's a reverse, also beautiful. but condition-wise, it's really really a terrific naval dagger. See if I can get the blade out here. Yeah, there we go. It's a mint, unmarked piece. Quite nice, though.
It's amazing. The plain blades are actually rarer.
Oh, they're much rarer.
Yeah.
And
much
this
less undesirable, though. But they're still. You never
oh,
really
this
see 'em.
the condition of this is just so good that. And if you want to have a plain one in your collection, boy, get one like that. That's the gilt on that is just fantastic. So that's a good thing. And one more Navy. This is a later piece. It's got a steel, gilt steel scabbard. That's how you can tell it's later.
Yeah, you got your magnet?
Yeah, I think so. Is that baby sticking up there? Why isn't that sticking there?
I don't know.
Well, I will get it though and show you.
I must have took it to the show.
You can show them the blade, and I'll go get a magnet. Yeah, you know, I can tell it's steel because steel has a little different color than what the solid brass does, but just to be sure, yeah, there we go. No question about it.
Jeez, don't put a dent in it.
No, not. And it's later too. It has no screws in the throat.
Huh? How's that?
Just pressed in there. Pressed in there, yeah.
Do you see those throats missing every once in a while because of that?
No, but you know what
how far down does it go?
Oh, probably about a ½ an inch. But what they did was they heat up the top of the scabbard, and then insert the throat in there, and then when it cools off, it contracts. And but this got a mint Horster blade, and these Horster pommels aren't as nice as they could be, but that's what they are. They're that looks like it's got a pot metal look to it.
Let's put the magnet on it, see what happens.
Well, you won't. Pot metal is not magnetic, so you won't.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But that looks like pot metal to me. But that's what they made, so that's it. That's an example of a later piece. But it really has a nice blade, though. So okay, guys and gals, gotta keep mentioning you gals too, because I know there's some girl collectors out there. Got another piece here that's kind of interesting. This is a police clamshell. It's a shorter piece, so it was probably an officer's piece. Nice grip plates, good leather, and the blade is exceptionally nice on it. It is a Third Reich vintage made blade because there's no cut downs or anything like that. And it's made by Alcozo. It has, this is the mark you see on stuff made about 1935, something like that. So it's a clamshell that you don't see very often. It probably could be cleaned up a little bit, but the blade is outstanding on it. And I think it's a nice piece. And one more dagger, I think then we'll go to, well, this is a very, very fine late SS that I bought at the show. Beautiful grip, beautiful nickel plated cross guards. The plating on the scabbard is perfect. Got a nice short hanger that matches in with the era of the piece. It's one of those M5-8 marked snap clips. The other side is just as nice. I like that a lot. And then it has a really nice blade. There you go, guys. The blade has just the slightest of age in it, just the slightest amount, but it's easily in near mint condition with a very, very good SS motto with the frosting in the backgrounds, and it's marked 1196-38 SS, which I believe, well, we really don't know for sure who that is. I think we think it's WKC, but we don't know for sure. But that is really, really a nice later SS. And I'll show you one more SS that was acquired right before the show, and I think you'll enjoy looking at this piece. This is absolutely a killer. What you're looking at there, collectors, is a mint SS dagger, and it's a Himmler. The anodizing not only is 100%, but the lacquer covering is 100% also. And as we see on the scabbards made for Himmler daggers, the scabbard mounts also tone to more of a golden tone. That's a common thing with Himmlers. Has a beautiful grip, beautiful high-necked nickel silver eagle, icon cross guards. I'll show you the other side. Just spectacular. Absolutely the best. Condition, it does not, the dagger does not look to have been worn to me. And then I'll show you the blade. It just, look at that, guys. Isn't that something? Wow. Stone mint. You like that, Ub?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll show you the Himmler inscription. Wow. Just phenomenal. And it's got the early trademark. It's got the smooth tail type squirrel dagger. This dagger has everything except the original bag, I guess. It's really. I thought you'd like to see that. I think we already have a buyer for it, so. Still, it's nice to see, though, isn't it, guys?
It was on the Max Show video, but we didn't get a close-up like that.
That's true, right. So let's see what else we got here that you guys might like. Okay, moving along, collectors. We have a most interesting piece here. Probably a lot of you have never seen a piece like this with the eagle head and the clamshell and the kind of bowling ball type or bowling pin type cross guards. This
Never seen anything like that.
This is an Jagger piece. Jaegers were sharpshooters that were part of World War I regiments, and because they were sharpshooters, they were also hunting people and so forth. And this was a piece that was worn when you were off duty or you were going to a function or something like that.
Does that have red eyes in it too?
It has red eyes in it.
I'll put it down. I can't. It's better if you lay it down.
Lay it down.
Yeah.
It's a quite rare piece. These were made mostly during the Imperial period, but this particular example was made in the 1920s. And what's interesting about it, the clamshell on the Imperial pieces normally shows a Prussian type eagle with the crown on it. Since this piece was made in the 20s, the crown has been eliminated, and just the eagle is on
decrowned.
there. Decrowned, yeah. And these guys, this particular Oberjäger was a member of the guard unit. The guard stars are on it, and they have a French slogan on their blades, which appears on most of these Oberjäger pieces if you've ever seen one. When I first saw this, I was wondering why the clamshell was not a standard Prussian type clamshell. And then when I looked at the maker of the blade on the reverse, that told the story. As you can see there, it's a 1920s type eichhorn. So during the 1920s, of course, the Kaiser had abdicated, so there was no throne anymore.
And it's gilded too, isn't that something?
It's what?
Gilded inside the mark, isn't it?
Well, there's gilding in the guard star. This is a very, very rare piece.
I've never seen anything like that.
And very desirable too. I like it a lot. I think it looks
piece
great.
Still, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool looking. So that's something I had to have. It seems like I have to have an awful lot of stuff anymore. I don't know. Boy, oh boy.
That's a large dagger too.
It's really, really big.
It's like right before the length of a sword almost.
Yeah, but you can see where it combines the Hirschfanger motif along with the other stuff, so it's pretty cool. And then you guys know my affinity for Imperial Naval daggers. So I think you got to see this, because this is an absolutely incredible piece. The condition is extraordinary. Just look at that, collectors. Absolute mint.
Yeah, the pommel's not worn out at all. It's
and it's the high quality pommel with the high finials, ivory grip. The cross guards have been hammered to match the hammered scabbard, and it's like brand new. This dagger is 120 years old, and look at it, just incredible. And the reverse is just as nice as the obverse. Even the rings have been also hammered. Beautiful ivory grip. I love that pommel. And then to add to the fun of this piece, a wonderful Damascus blade. The Damascus looks dull because it still has the gray on it that age gets. That could easily come off, but you can see the blade is absolutely mint. Can you get that Damascus pattern in it?
Sure, I got it.
And then in gilt here is a slogan that the Navy used a lot. It's actually Festen Munt in Sturm und Gefahr, which means steadfast courage in storm and peril. I've seen that on other naval blades.
Let me see the other side, Pop.
And then on the other side, it has the beautiful Imperial Eichhorn trademark in gilt also.
That. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And the blade is stone mint damask. Really, really beautiful.
Yeah, that's a killer.
I think this is maybe one of the best Imperial naval daggers I've ever seen.
Is that washer right too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything is. Yeah. Yeah. It's a, and then what goes with it too. Beautiful. Look at that Imperial buckle.
Oh, it's brand new.
Yeah. I see the roundel here is a replacement. That's an aluminum one. And this one looks like the original one here.
Yeah, right.
And then along with it goes the Imperial hanging straps. They're very, very nice. You notice on the Imperial straps, the backing has kind of a bluish color to it. So they're so that's
that's the whole package there.
That's the whole package, and but the dagger is just you can never find, in my opinion, never find an Imperial dagger in that condition. Somebody spent a lot of money on this and virtually never wore it, is what I think. Just tremendous. And that Eichhorn trademark, I love that too. Isn't that great, guys? That neat.
Yeah, that's
beautiful. Cool. And then can you get any of that lettering in here? It's hard to see.
Oh, I got that. Yeah.
But that's really something. All right. So that's basically the daggers that we acquired at the Max, and next I'm going to show you. I have to say, some of the best swords I've ever seen, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that like swords, so you'll want to see these. They're just, well, you'll see when I show them to you. Okay, guys. As I say, I got some nice swords, and I want to start and show you some of them. I think I'll start with this one. This is something you're not going to see very often, guys, and it's a beauty. This is a prison official's sword. It is just remarkable with the eagle's head, the crossguard, all in a silvered aluminum. This is a WKC piece, although it's not marked. It is definitely WKC. The grip is in beautiful condition, and what's interesting, it has an original justice official knot. That's not a fireman's knot. That is it's different from a fireman. It has a little different color and an extremely rare knot. The blade is, I won't take it all the way out, but the blade is in perfect condition. The scabbard paint is in very, very fine condition. And one thing we see here too, we can tell it's a WKC also. It's got that large scabbard ring. That's a typical WKC thing. So that's a very, very rare sword.
Let me see the hilt again. Lay it down. Let me see it. Turn it.
What do you want to see?
Just turn it around. Let me see the hilt.
I don't know what you want to see.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. You should have done that. Isn't that a beautiful sword, though, Hub?
Sure.
Really rare.
Cool. Okay.
And having the original knot with it too is really something special.
Oh yeah, you can find those everywhere.
Oh sure. Yeah, right, yeah. No, that's a very, very hard thing to find. So that's a nice sword, to say the least. And then the one to go with it. We're not done with these types yet, guys. Ta-da! The prison official. Wow. With the original knot. Super rare. This is an Eichhorn piece. It's also a aluminum base that's gilded. And the knot is wow.
Yeah.
Everything is wow on it. That eagle's head and all is just fantastic. You can see it has the the languettes are the same on both sides. The eagle looks to the left on the obverse and looks to the right on the reverse. That's kind of cool.
Prison official, you're not going either way.
Right, yeah, that's it, yeah. And it has a mint blade. I'll just show you the, if Bob can get the Eichhorn trademark there. It's kind of hard, but...
Try, but I doubt it. Maybe a little bit.
Mint scabbard.
Yeah, it's all mint throughout.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's real nice.
That's a sword you just don't see anymore. And together with the condition and the original knot, it really makes for a special piece for the advanced sword collector. I always wondered what a prison official was. What do you think of? Is that the guy that ran the jail, or what do you think who that would be?
It's probably like a government administrative position.
Probably, yeah. I can't see them clinking this thing around between the cells. Can you?
I don't think anybody wants to bring a sword into a prison.
No, that's true. A little risky, maybe. But that's a incredible piece too, guys. So I hope you like seeing those two things. Those are not swords you're going to see very often, and each one of them it would be a highlight of almost any sword collection. Okay, next I'm going to show you some naval swords. I think that overall these are some of the best conditioned examples I've ever seen. And what we see here...
There's ash all over there for some reason. Oh, thanks a lot.
Oh, that could be. How could that have happened, Bob?
Oh, boy.
You know, my hand must have been shaking because that sword was so neat.
Now it's all over me. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay, next we have a beautiful Imperial lion head, and I love the clamshell, the way it's diagonal instead of normally straight up and down. Features the crown and the anchor, but all the gilding's in there, and it's the fold down. This folding was so they could store it easily in a ship locker or whatever. The grip is a sensational ivory in absolute perfect condition, and the back languette has the original owner's name, which is kind of an unusual name, Gomolku, Gomolku.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't think there's too many Gomolkus in the Imperial Navy, so good possibilities that could be looked up. And a really nice lion head here. And then the scabbard is nice too because it has pebbling.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice finish. And then we take the blade out, and oh boy, you know, they just beautiful. It's an etch blade in full mint condition with its original brightness. You know, for a sword that's what 125 years old, just really, really terrific. You know, you have the Imperial crown over the fouled anchor with the Hohenzollern coat of arms in the center with a nice sailing ship. And then I think there's a couple of neat flags too.
That's nice.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that's what it had to look like when it was brand new. It's
triple etched, right? Spine.
Yeah, triple etched.
Yeah.
And then you have a similar motif. It's a little different though on the back. This one, the backside doesn't show the crown over the anchor. But a very, very pretty, sword that does not have a maker mark.
Yeah, that's nice, Pop.
But it's if you're looking for a really, really nice naval sword, boy, they don't get much better than that. And this is not real expensive. The condition makes it a little more expensive than normal, but it's It's a very good piece. So we'll put that back. But collectors, that's just the start. Now we have another one. This is really something. This is the grosser pattern. When we say grosser, that means the bigger size, which was an extra to order. And we have the oval depiction with the crown over the anchor, and I love all this beautiful floraling in here. You don't usually see that. That was a kind of an extra thing there. The grip is also ivory with kind of a springy like wire in it. Beautiful lion's head with the red and green eyes, and then the languette has the initials and last name of the original owner, M.F. Weiler, W-E-I-L-E-R. So given all that information, I should be able to figure out who this officer was. And
a little easier to pronounce than the last one.
Yeah, it is. And then we'll take a look at the blade on it, see what we got here. Ooh, here we go, Ob. Oh, Ob, this stuff is just incredible. Wow, look at that. Beautiful Damascus blade. And look at the gilt with the details there. It says Damascus Eisenhower, and there's a sailing ship, and the crown over the anchor, all in gold. And look at that, collectors, all of the gold is there. And then look at the beautiful maidenhair Damascus pattern with the quill back on the end.
Yeah, that's something else.
Flat out mint blade. And let's see what the other side looks like. Oh, there's the what do you call this again, Ob?
Spine.
The spine with the gold, also etched. And then there you go in the reverse, another pattern. Just remarkable. Just beautiful.
Boy, it's in such good shape, man.
I know. Hard to believe that after all these years, that blade didn't get wet or nobody handled it, and it just is. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, I think that's a great piece. I've been doing naval stuff for a long time, and collectors, you just don't see swords in this condition. It's just phenomenal. So that's a great piece. Gesundheit, Bob.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh boy, we got another one, guys. This is another grosser pattern. Kind of it's a stationary basket here, but beautiful oval with the crown and the fouled anchor. Very nice. The languette is pretty. It's even pebbled underneath, and that folds over. No name on this one. Ivory grip with some springy type wire. Very nice, with the red and green eyes and the lion head. Beautiful grip. Excellent scabbard leather. I mean, that leather, look at that leather, Rob. It's hard to believe that is as old as it is. Isn't that something? Look at it.
Yeah, they're just
Perfect condition. And let's see what the blade looks like on this beauty. Oh, here we go. Oh my. Another fantastic Damascus piece. It's got the gold inlay with the anchors. The blade maybe not be quite as good condition as the last one, but it's still very nice with the quill back end.
It's more of what you expect to see.
More what you expect, yeah, right. That's a good word for it, Ob. It's what you expect. but it's still nice.
Still, sure.
With the etched spine, and then on the reverse a similar motif. But still very, very nice sword. It's also a big blade too. It's wide.
Good stuff, Pop.
So I like that. Yeah, that's not bad. And we're not done yet. It's just amazing. Here's another naval. Again with the grosser hilt, and this basket is particularly beautiful because it's all pierced. And what I like too, there's a little, I don't know, like a dragon or a serpent or something in there. I never saw that. Isn't that neat?
What is that?
Yeah, maybe it's just a big fish or something, but it. See, there's the head of it and there's the tail of it. And then pierced flowers up here. But very, very, very pretty thing. The back strap is really nice. And again, a tremendous ivory grip with beautiful wire. It's got springy wire in the center and two straight wires on each side of it. This head has red eyes, not red and green, and we do see that on occasion with naval swords. Scabbard is in choice condition. The leather is perfect. And let's have a look at this blade, Ob. Oh, just, oh my goodness gracious. Oh boy. Oh, collectors, you just can't beat this stuff. Look at that wonderful Damascus. It's a cipher. Cipher of the man's monogram. Somebody from Germany would have to figure that out. But just look at the Damascus pattern in that blade. Incredible, and in stone mint condition. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we'll look at the other side of the blade. It's also fantastic. And here we see the turn of the last century WK&C trademark on this piece.
Wow.
Stunner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, I think these are just incredible pieces of art here. And let's see, I'll show you a couple other things. This is really nice too. It has a bit of a plain Jane look to it. But those of you who know Imperial swords, you'll recognize this is a Bavarian knot in very choice condition. And this hilt configuration is Bavarian infantry officer. It's got a shark skin grip that's in perfect new-like condition. And the scabbard is just, I've never seen a scabbard. Look at the condition of that paint. It's just great. So then I'll show you the other side of the knot, and just looking at this knot, you can see that it's always been there. It's stiff, tied into place like that. And then the blade is just another complete stunner. again,
Oh man.
just beautiful, beautiful band Damascus. And this piece was made by J.A. Henkels. No wonder it's so pretty, huh?
Yeah, Henkels is good.
And Eisenhower, Damas steel, and here's the coat of arms of Bavaria. In Treue Fest was their national slogan. And look at that band Damascus. Absolutely perfect. Isn't that pretty, Ub?
Sure.
And I'll show you the other side. It's just as nice. They repeated the in Treue Fest slogan in the center. But for somebody just looking for a very, very beautiful sword that you could look at and smile every time you see it the rest of your life, because the craftsmanship and the beauty of that Damascus is just incredible.
Amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
The hilt doesn't do the blade justice.
Yeah, I know, but they had to make it in the style of the officer that was ordering it, so
Right.
that's what it was. So that's a nice thing. All right, what do you think of these swords, guys? Huh? Not bad, huh? Boy, am I thrilled with them. Let's see. We'll look at another one here that this sword is just incredible. You guys may have heard of the Saxon guard helmets. You know those helmets with a lion on the top of that
Sure.
sell for thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, the Saxon guard was the guard that surrounded the Saxon king, and this is a Saxon guard sword. It is the model for the Saxon guard. When you see this, that's always a cuirassier type
yeah.
thing, and then it has the crest of Saxony on one of the prongs here. To me, the crest of Saxony always looks like a beehive, a little bit. And the grip is a very pleasing shark skin, and it's kind of interesting. See how the wire's running straight there on the obverse, and then when you turn it to the reverse, it's slanted downward. Gives kind of a nice effect. And this model has this little finger clinger here that's pretty interesting. And
Yeah, usually that's in leather.
usually in leather, yeah. And this scabbard is absolutely perfect, mint condition with a blue finish, and it has 2 rings. So we know that this sword was made prior to 1906. And then we'll take a look at the blade, and it is just incredible. Just an outstanding blade. The original gilding is all here. These are letters with a Saxon crown over it, tie it in with Saxony, and it's got a turn of the last century WK&C marking on it. I think that this blade is Damascus, but I think it's one that was made where the wearer did not want the pattern on it. It has the look of Damascus. Because of the quality of the sword, I'm quite sure that it's a Damascus blade. Let's see on the other side. Actually, if you get the camera down in here, Rob, the blade, the areas that show around the cipher seem to have a little pattern in them. If you can just pick that up at all.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I believe this is Damascus blade. And then on the other side is the Saxon coat of arms and more gilt. That's 100%. And just a little little thing there on the, what do you call that again?
The spine.
The spine, yeah, I can't remember that. I got to write that down. And then look at the quill back on the blade too. Also, the color tone of the blade looks damask too. It's a matte type look.
Interesting.
So this is an extremely rare sword, and in absolute top condition. You're not going to see anything better than that. I've never had a Saxon guard sword before, and I've had a lot of Imperial swords, so maybe I was just unlucky, or they're really rare. I tend to think the latter. Well, collectors, I know you've been seeing a lot of Imperial navals, and I thought we would show you just one Third Reich naval sword that we also bought at the MAC show. It's kind of a nice piece. When you first look at it, it's all dirty and
yeah, it looks good.
but this is what you see in the home of a smoker. You can kind of tell where the langet was down there. You can see where the gilt still is down below there. This fits over it, see, and
looked brand new when you brought it in. Look what happens with this.
yeah, it happened here, yeah. It's got a nice celluloid grip, nice lion head with green eyes, and the folding langet. And it's really nice. It has the original silver bullion knot, which if someone could retie that would make a great look to the hilt. And what else is nice, the original hanging cords are with it. On these Third Reich naval swords, they used leather cord for suspension with the same snaps as you would see ordinarily. But what's really interesting about this sword is it's a WKC sword, but it has the very rarely seen etched blade that features battleships, a U-boat, and so forth, and the anchor with a swastika on the one side, and the blade's in very, very fine condition.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. These are very desirable. They made very, very few of these too. And then on the other side, it has the famous Kiel monument here, and I think there's some more warships on it.
That's very nice.
You almost never see this blade. These were made fairly late, and you can see it has the WKC stamping on it. These blades were reproduced also, but this is an original and a very, very rare Kriegsmarine naval sword with all the accoutrements too.
Yeah, it's cool. The eagle's in an anchor too. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So,
what's the one with the boat with it's got the swastika flags on it?
that's the second etch they
That's
made.
the second etch. Okay.
It shows the sailing ships with the ensigns flying, and the ensigns have swastikas in them.
It's real small, but it's
They're real small.
Yeah.
But this etch is the most popular, obviously, because of the detail on it and so forth. But it's the hardest one to get, and these swords bring a very good buck. So it's not the quality of those Imperial ones you see, but it is what it is, and it's worth showing.
It's great. It's really great.
Well, guys, we still got a few more if you can stand it. This, I won't spend a lot of time on this one, but this is some kind of an artillery piece. Still quite nice. It's Kind of got an interesting lion head, and
Wow.
there we go again. And there we go again, guys. Tremendous damask blade. That's a band damask on that with the gold inlay. Beautiful. Got the man's initials on it. Very nice, very nice sword.
Damask. Yeah, can't really see it. Yeah. Wow.
Didn't think there were that many Damascus swords in this world, did you, Ob?
I did, but not just today in our basement.
Well, it's the way it is sometimes, and
I feel like I'm at the Klingon Museum.
yeah. Well, some of these pieces would qualify for that. And here's another artillery piece. Nice gilding on the hilt, though, and it's a grosser pattern.
Grosser, yeah.
Look at that gilt. It's really nice lion head, nice scabbard. And here, again, we have a nice blade. This one's not damask, but the etching is just lovely. Full mint.
You'd see that on typical artillery. That's the etch they have.
Yeah, like a floral thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there aren't some military scenes in it. It's just flowers
Sorry.
at both sides. But absolutely mint.
Wait, let me get the other side again. That's an acorn, WKC. What is it?
It's an Anton Wingen. Yeah, Ob, this sword was produced by Anton Wingen, a good maker, and that might account for the beauty and the condition of the blade. It's just tremendous. So we've seen a lot of nice swords, to say the least. But I got one more, Rob.
Oh, yeah?
And I think it's the Larry.
It's the Larry? Okay.
You want to see the Larry or
Sure.
what? The swords that you've just seen, guys, are, I think it would look a lifetime to find some of them. I mean, they're just incredible, and to see them all in one place, maybe it discounts them a little bit, but I think you know what you're looking at. But I have one more sword that I think is the best naval sword I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of naval swords. This sword is it's phenomenal, and I hope the camera will be able to catch. I mean, it's so great, it's almost alive, if you know what I mean. You'll see. Ready for this, guys? This is really something. Hold on to your chairs, guys. At least you sword guys. Camera loaded up.
Not as much as you, but let's go.
What do you mean by that? I can get more. All right, guys. Just look at that.
What are those fittings or something else?
That is the most phenomenal naval sword I've ever seen. In flat out mint condition. Look at the work on the scabbard mounts. The anchor and the crown, this drum, and just, oh, the leather. The leather is perfect. Beautiful ivory grip. And the scabbard fittings are also all done on the reverse too. I mean, that is just, look at that. Absolutely.
Really heavy relief too. It's
Just outstanding. I'll put there, that's how they, look how that fits, just like it's not even two pieces. Just the most remarkable, conditioned and beautiful, highest quality naval sword I've ever seen, with the Imperial crown.
But it's just got a plain blade, right?
Yeah, it's just got a plain blade. It's really a shame, Bob.
Yeah,
It just has a plain blade. Here's the plain blade as I go out.
Wow. That's incredible.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. It's moving. Oh, it looks like it's moving. That band Damascus. Isn't that beautiful?
It's fantastic.
Just, how they even made things like this, I don't know. Just, wow. You're catching that in the light and all, Obs.
Sure.
It just is really, really.
Let me see the other side. Same thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, same thing. And
No maker on that top?
no. No. Can you imagine the time it must have taken to make that blade? It just is, look at all the, you know, it really does look like it's moving. It's so outrageous.
Yeah, that's a hell of a sword there.
I think it's the best naval sword I've ever seen. I mean, if German swords were in museums, this one would have to be there. It just is really, 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 really beautiful. Wow. Yeah, take it this way. It probably looks better. Although I don't know how it could look any better. Ta-ding!
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
So is that the Larry you think of?
Sure, you're not going to beat that one.
No. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's it for this session, collectors. Boy, this is blinding. When you look at this blade, it just what a great thing. I hate to put it back, but there it is. That is true state-of-the-art. In fact, many of the swords that you've seen here today are truly state-of-the-art. I don't think the craftsmanship would exist today to even do something like this. Boy, it's just tremendous. So that was it. That was our Mac Show stuff. And I think we did pretty good. I don't know what you guys think, but I think we did pretty good, and I'm very proud to be able to show extraordinary stuff like these swords. I know you all aren't sword collectors, but it would be hard not to appreciate the beauty and the quality of them. So we'll keep on doing these videos, and we'll have an unboxing coming up shortly that is all the stuff that came in while we were at the Mac Show, came into the cellar down here that Debbie's been watching. So we'll see you all then. Thanks for watching, and if I can help you with anything, send me an email or give me a call, and we'll see you next time.